Good morning, world. It is 3:36 a.m. Eastern Standard Canada time. So all you guys on my side of the world, you guys are sleeping. Obviously, on the West Coast, East Coast, you guys are all sleeping. Obviously, and all you guys on the other side of the world, you guys are awake. Obviously, just woke up a couple hours ago, or you're awake. Obviously, it's the afternoon, whatever it is, right? I'm happy today because I went to the bank obviously to get a pack of smokes. Obviously, I went to the because my step parents took away the cord. Obviously, I went to the bank to see how much money I had. That way, I can keep track. And I found out I got a $500 dollar deposit from the government. Because I remember a couple of days ago, my younger brother got a $600 deposit from the government, and I didn't know. I checked that date. I didn't get anything, and I got my check like I don't know, like yesterday or the day before yesterday. I didn't even know. I got a $500 deposit. As now I have enough money till the end of the month. And I also get another check on like the 21st, 22nd, 23rd. I get my other welfare check. So that check I won't cash until like early January, which is nice. Obviously, so I can get beer and smoke till the end of the month. So I'm happy, obviously. Whereas before I didn't know I had the money. Today I would have gotten beer and smokes, but it would have been my last day, and everything else would have went to what? For just smokes, obviously, and I got like a $500 government deposit. I saw my bank account said like 700 something dollars. I'm like, holy shit, 770 some dollars. I'm like, oh my god, I got like a $500 deposit on top of my like $170 I had left in my bank. Yeah, it's nice. I get the beer and smokes tomorrow. I can get some food. I don't get fast food much. I usually just eat food at home, but I'll probably get some food tomorrow. Maybe some today. I mean, might get some. I might get some maybe some what? There's a diner in Elmer. I forget what it's called. I forgot the name. The diner in Elmer. They have nice poutine, nice burgers. I might get that today when I get my burgers home. I'll go get my. I'll get like two burgers, a poutine, like a drink. The diner's expensive though. It's like $25 for that. Like you guys care, right? Yeah, obviously. So I just finished watching John Campea, obviously his open mic and his show. But now one I might download maybe two of his live shows because by the time I watch his live show and I watch like his open mic, it's only like 3:30, 3 o'clock. I might download two shows from now on. Watch some of his older shows he did a couple months ago. That way I have more things to do. My step parents keep taking away the cord, so I need something to watch on my TV. Obviously, I recommend you guys check him out, John Campea. Just type in John Campea, you'll find his channel. You either watch his highlights on his video on his main page, or you go if you want to watch his full live videos, go to the live section. You can watch his full live videos there. Because how John Campea's show works is he posts like the major topic highlights. That gets featured like 10, 15, 20 minute clips. That gets featured on his main page. Or you can go on his live section. You can watch the whole 2 hour video live. You can do that. I recommend you guys check him out. John Campea has the best movie news talk show on YouTube right now. I don't think anyone's channels on his level. The only channel that I believe would have rivaled it was Collider, but Collider, I told you, fell off the map. It's no longer popular. They don't have those Jedi Council shows anymore. No, like Collider is done. It fell off the map. All those guys who used to work for Collider all now start their own YouTube channels. The brand fell off the map, man. Yeah. So John Campea has the best show, the best movie YouTube show on YouTube. I'm not kidding around. Watch his show. Yeah, it's better than all these other guys' shows. There's other good guys, good cans out, good YouTube channels out there too. They're not as good as John's channel. So you have Raw May Burnett, he's pretty good. You have what? You have Critical Jinker. You have Chris Stuckman, whatever his name is. Yeah, you have You have Kristen Harloff. You have Mark Ellis. Those guys all have YouTube channels. Right? You have Popcorn Planet. Popcorn Planet's pretty good. I believe that fell off the map too. I think, I don't know. All these YouTube channels, a lot of them fell off the map. Whereas John's channel grew over the past. I remember when he used to be solo. He used to be solo back in 2017, 2018, and now he has like his own crew and everything. Yeah, and Rob Abernethy's full time on his channel. The best Star Wars channel, I would recommend Star Wars Theory. Star Wars Theory has the best Star Wars channel. He's the biggest YouTuber, Star Wars YouTuber on YouTube. He has 3 million subscribers. He has the best Star Wars news channel. He covers everything to do with games, you know what I'm saying, books, news, movies, television shows. He covers everything. His channel is pretty much like John Capia's, but he just covers Star Wars stuff. Whereas John Capia covers like a lot, all these different topics in the movie industry. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Neo2 covers Star Wars. And he also has all these theories of what happened. You know, all these theories about Star Wars. He's a Star Wars nerd. He knows the Star Wars inside and out. He knows the Star Wars. Neo2's. And if you're a book nerd and you love books, I recommend you check out Brian Lee Durfee for a booktuber. I think he's the best booktuber. He's my favorite booktuber, Brian Lee Durfee. I like him more than Mike Reviews. I like him more than Daniel Green. These are all popular booktubers, but I like Brian Durfee the most. His videos are very interesting. He's not as big as those other channels, but his channel's growing. He now has 13,000 plus subscribers. I recommend you guys show him some love. He wrote 3 books. He's an author. Yeah. All you fancy Reddit nerds, Lord of the Rings, I recommend you check out Riley Durfee. He recently reviewed the Lord of the Rings collection, all that stuff. The book collection, yeah. Are we following him when I'm king, obviously? Following all those guys. Whenever I release my book for purchase on Lulu, I'm going to check out Riley Durfee for the books. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna rave over my book, obviously. John Campy and Rob Ayer and all of them, you know what I'm saying? And they're all going, oh my god, I read that. That was an amazing book, yeah. And they're all excited for that movie. Yeah, I recommend you guys check out all those guys. Midnight Edge, Overlord DVD. I recommend you check out those guys. You guys have interesting channels, obviously. You're welcome, guys. I'm promoting your channel out there. That's how nice I am. That's how fucking nice I am. Bit full. I went to the store, I bought myself a bag of chips. Yeah. A bag of ketchup chips, and I got like a drink. Yeah. I was gonna go get just a pack of smokes with it. When I found that I got almost $800 in my bank, I decided to get a pack of chips, a bag of chips, and a pack of smokes and a Coke. Cost me like 20 what? About $20. Yeah. So today I'm gonna go back to talking about Zanus. Because even though I like talking about Matrix, I might not do the Matrix. Even though I like talking about the Great Escape, I might not do the Great Escape. I'm saying, whereas Zanus, I am guaranteed going to do it. Zanus is based off my novel that I wrote, obviously. My amazing fantasy novel that I wrote, obviously. And right now, I'll do my very best to make maybe a 1-hour video. 50, 45, 1-hour video. It just depends how much energy I have. And I'll watch this video, and then I will watch the video before you guys, and I'll go to bed. And I'll upload it as soon as possible. I'll either get uploaded later on in the evening today, afternoon, or in the morning. Sometimes when I go to bed, they reconnect the internet cords. So while I'm still awake, I just upload the video in the morning for you guys to watch. Yeah. I upload the video for you guys to watch, obviously. Some there. Yeah. So Zanus I'll make for $1,020,000,000. It'll be based off my novel that I wrote. My amazing fantasy novel that I wrote. Best fantasy I've ever written, yeah. Best fantasy literature ever written. Zanus's. Trust me, guys. I went over my book the past couple of days. I'm like, yeah, this book is interesting. Yeah, it's more interesting than even Lord of the Rings. I read Lord of the Rings I finished the book a couple months ago. And I'm like, yeah, even though Lord of the Rings is a masterpiece, it's not as good as my book. My book is better. Again, it's my personal opinion, but I believe Zanus is a better book than Lord of the Rings. It's more interesting. It's more fresh. Whereas Lord of the Rings is more dry. It's more boring. It's a masterpiece, but it's a bit more dry, a bit more slow, a bit more boring. You know what I'm saying? I heard The Hobbit is not as slow as Lord of the Rings. But Lord of the Rings could be a drag to read, man. It's a dry book, man. Yeah. So I'll fund Zane's for $1,020,000,000. 410 towards salaries to pay my cast, my crew, and my 17, and my directors. My directors I'll pay out of my pocket, and then 10 million going towards the budget to pay my camera crew. I'll hire a good 10 to 15 camera crew. Pay for their living, their feeding, their vehicles. Have to pay for the vehicles, obviously. Uh, all that stuff. So for my cameraman, for my doctor, I'll give them like a $15,000 gift card paid through the $10 budget. That covers their feeding for the 2 years. And my team are going to have to make the calls for the hotels. We're going to put them to work. And they have to make the calls for vehicles too for them to rent. Yeah, once you guys call, wherever the cameraman land in like Los Angeles, you gotta call car dealerships in Los Angeles. If the camera crew need cars for maybe a day or two, you're gonna have to call the company and rent the cars for them. Some Sarah. Yeah, I can give them a gift card for the hotel too, but like it's for the hotel, it's better to have your team make the call for that. That way your camera, you know what I'm saying? That way you put them to work. That's fine way to put them to work, and you have them make the call for the vehicles, for them to rent the vehicles, to drive around all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the food, just give them a gift card for it. Like a $15,000 gift card. It's enough to cover their feeding for like 2 years. You have to pay them their salary, obviously, either $380,000 salary. You have to hire an editor or two, write the documentary, pay them their salary. The editor, I'll just pay him the $380,000 too. You got to rent the cameras. That's all paid through the budget. Yeah, the special effects too. It's all paid through the budget. Obviously, my documentary will have a little bit of special effects. It's looking amazing. Like it's like an independent movie. It's looking amazing. It's like an independent movie. My documentary. Yeah. So the 10 million will be going towards the doc, and then 600 million is going towards funding the three movies, the three movie project. It's one movie, but it's divided into three volumes, right? It's 600 million is going towards filming the I don't know the 12-hour movie. Zane's will be about a 12-hour movie around there. Yeah, it'll be about a 12-hour movie. Zanus, obviously, and I'll be used to fun everything to do with the movie. You guys already know what I'm talking about. I mentioned this many times in my past videos. So Peter Jackson's salary and Mel Gibson's salary, I'll pay out of my pocket. Pay Peter's, so I'll take $85 million out of my account, and I'll pay Peter his 85 million. So once Peter signs his deal, obviously, me and VJ have to withdraw 85 million from our personal account and put it towards the salary budget. And Peter gets his 85 million, and it's split over the 4 years. He gets his Hey Peter gets a 10 mil signing bonus, or I can split his bonus within and divide it over the 3 years, or I can just pay Peter his 10 mil signing bonus. Whatever do Peter my time, I just pay me the whole 10. Okay, fine, I'll pay your 10, which is like I don't know, 13.5 million you doing money. You're gonna make almost like $7 million out of taxes. Which is a nice paycheck for pre-production. And in the fourth year, after 3 years from now, you get your rich 65 million, and you get a 10 post filming bonus. So once you finish filming, within the next couple of days, you get a $10 million bonus in your bank. Or I can pay Peter his 75 million for the 1 year to 9 months of filming. You can pay Peter. Do you want to get 75 million for the 9 months, or do you want to get your 65 and get a bonus afterwards? I can just pay me the 75. Okay, fine. I can pay you 75 million. Oh, give me a bonus. I'll give you a bonus. After filming is complete, you get a $10 bonus. I'll take you and your family out to a nice vacation with my 17 to a nice resort. That's a good deal for Peter. Same goes for Mel Gibson, obviously. Same structure for Mel Gibson. So Mel Gibson gets the same structure as Peter, except I'm paying him 56 million. He's making significantly less, about half of what Peter's making for his base salary. Then Peter, I'll give him $450 million of the profits. Obviously, $450 million of the profits. If you give him a flat deal, it doesn't matter if you have a sale or what or profit though, because they get a flat amount. They won't affect Amazon. So there was a percentage though. You have to be specific. You either get your flat $450 million of the film profit. Just say film profits. That way you don't cause any problems with Amazon. Or you get 0.6% of the film profits, not the gross. If you give Peter the gross, he's gonna walk away with his billions, man. He's gonna make like 1.52 billion bucks, something crazy. He's ripping you off. He's not worth that, Sarah. Peter might try and dupe me. What if I get 0.6% of the gross? I'm like, no, Peter, you're not getting a dime off the gross. Amazon will not let you take a piece of their money, man. You negotiate for the gross, you're taking a piece of Amazon's money. And Amazon will not let Peter take a piece of their money, obviously, Sarah. For my company, I don't have to do gross deals. I can easily do profits. My movies are gonna gross billions in profits. That's it. My deal for all the actors is to get a piece of the profits, or just give them a flat amount of the points of the royalties. A flat amount's better because you don't have to worry about how much this actor is going to make, how much he's not going to make. That's the best thing to do is just give them a flat amount, obviously. I might just give all the actors and periods just a flat amount. That way I know they don't rip me off. 0.6% might be more. It might be 500 million. Chances are it won't. Chances are 0.6% is like 300, 350, 360 million dollars. So just give Peter a $450 million deal. Oh, Ivan, just give me the $450 million. Yeah. Ivan, screw the percentage. Just give me a flat like $800 million of the profit side of the pie item. Like, no, Peter. You're not worth $800 million. You're fucking crazy. Yeah, man. I'm not going to give you something crazy. I'm not going to sign you, Peter, to a fucking $900, $800 million. You're fucking crazy. You're not worth that. You're taking like more than 1% of the pie, man. You're getting greedy, Peter. If I give you $800, Peter, you're taking like 1.3% of the pie. And I know I no longer have room to give my 17 where my actors a PDI. And like, so just raise your deal with Amazon. I'm like, Peter, man, even if I raise my deal with Amazon, I wouldn't give you $800 in profits. You're crazy, man. You rip me off. $450 million is enough. You don't make this in Hollywood. This is a $500 million deal you signed. It's a lot of money, which is like $520 million in New Zealand money you signed. This is double you make for Lord of the Rings, yeah. About double or more than double you make for Lord of the Rings, yeah. Gave you a good deal, but you're just being greedy. It's a deal, Ivan, yeah. And Mel, I'll give him $170 million of the profits. Or 0.4. Peter gets 0.6, or he gets his $450 million of the profits. It's a good deal for Peter. So once I get me, we should get our first check. I'll meet up with my accountant. Although my accountant will punch in everyone's deal amount, obviously. John Boyega gets his 5.5. Avon gets his 5.5. Carl Urban gets his 5.5. Danielle Monet gets her 5.5. Andy Serkis gets his 5.5. Andy Serkis, I can sign him to maybe like a $6 million deal or a $7 million deal. He's a bit bigger than the other guys, but he's not as major as the other characters. That's why I can sign Andy Serkis maybe a $7 million deal for the profits. Pay him a bit more than John and them for the profits, but pay him less for the salary. Because Job is not as major as Hastatonis and Papari. The reason why I'm paying John Boyega like a lot of money, like 8.9, because Tacitus is a really major character. Cassius is a very major character. Papari is a very major character. Whereas Job is a supporting character. He's pretty major, but he's not as major as guys like Cassius and Tacitus. And that's why I'll pay Andy Serkis a bit less for his salary. Pay him like 7.8. That's good enough for him. But you can give him like $7 million in profits if you want, a bit more to keep him happy. Because he might get angry. Ivan, like, he's like, John's making more than me. I'm bigger than him. Yes, you are bigger than him, but you don't contribute as much to the role. That's why I'm paying you a bit less. Because you're an A actor, I'm still paying you a rich salary, obviously. I can give you a bit more. I can give you like $7 million of the profits to keep Andy Serkis happy. He walks away with millions in his bank, obviously. Peter gets his $415 million. The account punches in the $415 million. Make sure when you punch in these guys' royalty amounts, make sure you double check the amounts. But to make it easier on my account, I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna tell the engineers, look, man, when my accountant punches in the numbers, obviously the system you have this GPS. It says how much money, the amount that was punched in. That way the accountant knows to help him out. So he punches in $415 million. The system will say $450 million. That way he knows. That way if he punch an extra zero, punch in a less zero, he will know. Peter received $41.5 million. Oh, that's a typo, and he adds another zero. It's $415 million. That way the accountant, to help him out, that way the accountant knows. But even though the system says the amount, I still want you double checking, triple checking everything. Because I don't want you overpaying Peter. I don't want you paying Peter like $4.5 million. You add an extra zero, you're now paying him $400. No. He gets $450. You don't want Peter making $41.5 million. That's where you gotta be careful. You don't want John Boyega making $550,000 or $55 million. You gotta double check. Double check the amount that you punched in, obviously. That's why I'm gonna have the engineers design an advanced movie payment system for my company. Okay, look, Ivan, how much money you put in towards your payment system? I'm gonna put a good $600K towards this payment system to pay my cast and crew. Yeah, Ivan, you're gonna have to have an advanced direct deposit payment system if you want to. Make an advanced pay movie system where everything's easy. You can't punch in the actor's amount. You know what I'm saying? You have this thing where like 10, you have this percentage thing, 10, 5, 50%, and it gets deducted. That goes to the agent. The system does everything for the account, obviously. And you also have the taxes, all that stuff. Everything's easy for my accountants. Sarah? That way you don't have problems with actors and all complaining about the checks. Ivan, you underpaid me. Ivan, you overpaid me. Yeah. Sarah. Obviously. Yeah, you guys have no idea how much buzz Zans will have. You're looking at crazy worldwide buzz, man. Yeah, man. All these YouTubers are going to be going crazy over my movie. The movie critics are all going to go crazy over my Zans movie. Something crazy, yeah. But I don't have to worry about them critiquing my movie on their website. Because it's why behind the scenes, yeah, which is nice, obviously. I don't have to worry about the movie critics. I don't have to worry about the Rotten Tomato score, all that stuff. Because it's why behind the scenes, obviously. But the movie critics will critique my movie behind the scenes, obviously. But I'll never know, right? It's not going to be posted on the website, which is nice, obviously. Because trust me, there's nothing worse than making a movie and people say your movie sucks, man. You can really bruise your ego as a filmmaker, yeah. But I'm not gonna be directing Zanis, but I am co-writing the script, which I write a good script, obviously. That's why Peter will work very hard because Peter does not want to go down as a director. Peter and Guillermo del Toro. His name is Guillermo del Toro, but I like calling him Guillermo del Toro. It sounds more Spanish, right? Peter and Guillermo del Toro. I'm butchering your name, Guillermo. Don't hate me, you know what I'm saying? Peter and Guillermo del Toro, obviously, they don't want to go down as the directors who fucked up my Zane's movies. That's why they're going to work really hard. And Guillermo del Toro is an amazing director. I like his Pacific Rim movie, you know what I'm saying? I liked his... I saw a bit of Pan's Labyrinth when I was younger. Hellboy I didn't like too much, but Guillermo del Toro is a talented film director. And he's a great help to Peter. And Peter is a talented director too. But even though they're talented directors, you have to have them be prepped. You have to have them do the concepts review, discuss the movie, watch movies to give them good ideas, and have them take their notes for the movie. That way they're prepped and get a good movie. But Peter and Guillermo del Toro do not want to go down as the directors who fucked up my Zane's movies, Sarah. Because here's the thing though, even if you write a good script, you can still get your script can still not translate well on screen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can write a shitty script, but if you hire a very good director, you can still get an amazing movie. because the script translated very well on screen. Or you have the opposite. You write an amazing script, but the movie does not necessarily translate from what was written on the screenplay. That's why you have to what? You have to make sure your directors are prepped, obviously. Because I'm gonna be busy writing that script, taking my notes, practicing lines, running the company. I don't have time to direct movies and do all this stuff. I don't have time for that. To take all my notes, it's too much work. And that's why to take the stress off me, you hire a team, have your two CEOs run the company on you and VJ behalf. Me and VJ are gonna help them run the company, obviously. Guys, I'm running the company. Obviously, I'm also co-writing my script. I have to practice my lines. It's tough doing all that stuff together. Hence why after Zanes, I'm never writing a script ever again. It's too much work. I'm just gonna put on my producing hat, sign the contracts, run the company, make the calls to the main things, practice my lines with VJ, and I hire a director and hire a team, a good writing team to help my two screenwriters and then a director co-write the Great Escape script or the Matrix script. Some Sarah, with the help of Kyle is write the Matrix script if I do Matrix 4, right? Some Sarah. Ivan, is it possible for you to run the company and write and direct? No, man, it's too much work. I don't have time to do all that, man. Really, yeah, man. I don't have time. If I'm acting the movie, I have to memorize my lines. There's nothing worse than having to run the company, sign all these contracts at the same time. That's why you have your members of your team take the stress off of you. Have John Favreau, Dave Filoni, or James Gunn, all them. The second you're signing the rest of the crewmen. That way, me and VJ can focus on practicing our lines. It takes the stress off us. And we just do the takeouts. So second year, me and VJ will be chilling. We just gotta sign the contracts for the first like couple weeks. The actors, the special effects team, and the cinematographers. And after that, my two showrunners handle all the other signings. They sign the rest of the crewmen, and me and VJ just practice the lines all day, every day, 7 days a week. Practice it 7 days a week, and yeah, it let us know. Okay, when we meet up with them, we do the takeouts with them when they party at my condo, or my yacht, or lounge, right? The second year slack for me, VJ. Whereas first year we're gonna be doing quite a bit of work. We have to make the calls for the main things. It's a lot of work, obviously. I have to co-write that Zane script. It'll take me a good like 6 months to write that script. Yeah, it's a lot of work. Hence why I decided not to direct Zane. I know if I do, I'm going to be completely stressed out. Having to practice lines and also take my directing notes, it's too stressing. And to be honest, I don't have any. Even though I'm very creative, I don't have. I don't want to take that risk. I don't have any directing experience. I don't know what it's like to run to be the boss of a movie and run the entire thing. Because if you're the director, you're in charge of everything to do with the creative side of the movie. You're in charge of all that, man. You're the boss. All the art departments, the console artists, the actors, everyone. They're all coming to you, man. So okay, it's better for me to hire someone who has that experience. Peter Jackson did Lord of the Rings. Yeah, he knows everything about the process of making a movie. He was the boss of Lord of the Rings. Everyone came to him for questions. And as Peter will know what to do, he'll take that stress off me. But if Del Toro has directing experience, you take that stress off. Yeah, I have no worry about it. We know the whole process of making a movie. I know everything about the process of making a movie. I have no worry about it. Peter takes that stress on me. That's why I will not be as stressed. But even though I'm giving Peter full power and he's the boss of my movie, I'm still the boss over him. I want him taking his notes and practicing his notes. The way he's prepped for the Zane's movie. That way you get a movie, you don't get a stinker. There's nothing worse than writing an amazing book in your movie. Your movie's terrible, man. You know, yes, I know my movie will be successful financially, but I want it to be. I care more about the art than the money, to be honest. Yes, I want to make a lot of money off Zane's. Making a nice, I don't know, $35 billion is nice on the movie. Nice nice to have a lot of money, obviously, but I care more about the art. I want it to be an amazing movie, Sarah. Peter. I want my movie to be better than my book. You read my book, yeah, I read your book. Your book is a masterpiece. Yes, I want my movie to be better than that. Don't worry, Ivan. I'm saying he works hard. He's in the zone. He directs, and I get him. It's in a sense of being a masterpiece, the best movie trilogy ever made. Yeah. Aratet and all them demons and devils. A world better than Avatar Pandora. Yeah. By the way, guys, you're welcome to this camera. I'm promoting you out there. I'm promoting you out there. Avatar 2. All you guys who saw Avatar 13 years ago, Avatar 2: The Way of the Water is going to be in theaters in a couple days from now, the 16th. December 16th is the official release day of the Avatar movie. All you guys in Canada, America, Europe, stay tuned for that. Avatar: The Way of Water will be released on theaters on the 16th, December 16th. Obviously, midnight. It's pretty much coming out on the 15th, right? 15th, pretty much. But midnight on the 16th will be released on theaters. So I recommend you guys show James Cameron some love. Go watch his movie. You're welcome, James Cameron, promoting your movie out there. And if this movie ends up doing like, I don't know, close to $2 million, I had a lot to do with that because I promoted it on my channel. The whole will swing into my channel, obviously. I'm gonna keep saying this. I don't think Avatar 2 will be as good as the first one, to be honest. The first story was a pretty good story. I don't think the Avatar 2, judging from the trailer, I don't think it will be as good as the first one, to be honest. I don't think it will be as successful as the first one. When Avatar got released, that no one has ever seen a movie like that before. 13 years ago, it was a unique thing in the movie world. Obviously, 3D. You have this Pandora. You have the Na'vi. It was an interesting story, and James Cameron waited far too long for a sequel. Hence why I believe Avatar 2 lost a bit of that momentum that it had it got released a couple of years after 2009. But James Cameron took far too long to release a sequel. Hence why I don't believe Avatar 2 will be as successful as the first one. Just like I predicted, Wakanda Forever will not be as good as the first one because Chadwick Boseman's not in the movie, obviously, and according to reviews, it's not as good as the first one. I don't think Avatar 2 will be as good as the first one. I don't think it'll do $2+ million. I don't think it'll do $3 billion. No, I think it'll do 1 or 2 billion. 1 billion to one will do like 1.2 to like that 1.5, 1.6, $1.7 million Avatar. Who knows? It might prove me wrong. James Cameron might prove me wrong. Avatar 2 might even do 3 billion. You never know. And if it does 3 billion, he proved me wrong, obviously. Just like I was wrong about the Matrix Resurrections. I thought it would do like $400 million. It flopped. It only made like $9 million in the box office. It lost money, yeah. But what I'm saying is, if Avatar has great reviews after the first opening weekend, it does have potential to even beat out the first one. If it has a lot of raving good reviews. I'll see what John Cappy has to say in his live show about Avatar. Obviously, I might see. I'll see it on theaters. I might see it towards the end. I'm gonna wait till the buzz dials down. I'll see Avatar 2 on theaters maybe towards the end of the year. I'll see the movie. I might do a thing where I watch Wakanda Forever and then I watch Avatar 2 afterwards. I'll buy 2 tickets and see both movies. I did not see Wakanda Forever yet. Yeah, so what can I have here?